Hello. Um, I had made videos of Noah, 5 videos. But look, some time ago, I wrote a book, and I still have more that I can order. Anyway, I wrote a book, and this is pertaining. It's called "They Took Them Wives of All Which They Chose," and I was inboxing a lot of people a few years ago, about the answers, and that was asking me questions and things. And I said, Lord, how am I going to inbox all this information in one person's inbox? And he said, write a book. He said, write a book. Now, I don't know where he's going to lead that to. I have sold some books, but I'm like, okay, you said write a book, but you didn't actually say sell it. So I'm just going to leave that alone, but I still have it. And what I did in this book is to write the age. And the other silly thing I did is walked off without my glasses, so I'm going to have to squint. I'm just going to say this real quick. Noah, let's see. Enoch knew, and that's how rapid they were having babies. Enoch knew Noah's dad for a certain amount of years, but then Enoch did not know Noah because Enoch died at the age of 365, and I think he knew, let me say this real quick. I have this book, and if you want to, you're more than welcome to get my book. I had wrote it a couple years ago. But anyway, I used this book because I wanted to say, in my last video, I was talking about how Noah and all of his fathers knew each other, which they did. The only person that did not actually know Noah is Enoch, because he was taken early. And by the time they, okay, let me just read. Lamech, which is Noah's dad, was 682 years old when the last of Noah's 3 sons were born. Lamech knew Noah's 3 sons for 95 years before he died. And see, about time, and it's some more. I have like ages, the age of when he started and all this. But anyway, the age of his father when he died. His father, Lamech, was 777 years old when he died. So that left Noah. But all of them knew each other, and then they just died, all the way. So all the people that was left was Lamech, his dad's other siblings, kids, which was Noah's siblings, his grandfather's kids, his great-great-grandfather's kids, all the way up. That whole population was Noah's relatives, which was a great, because remember, they lived nearly almost 1,000 years, and they were still having babies, and 200 babies, just going on. But all of them knew the way. Noah's cousins knew the way, because what father won't? That's why he was perfect in his generation. But he kept that as a leader, and he made sure his kids, and see, he only had 3 sons, but his father had a whole lot of kids, and they were the ones, and all that whole land, or that whole world, was his cousins and relatives. God created Adam and Eve as giants. All of them were giants in those days. And the reason why it says giant in those days, because after Noah got on the ark, it started all over again. And so the only seed that was in Noah, he still had seeds of giants in him, and that's how they had lands of giants still. And since God had proclaimed that men will live to 120 instead of 900 something, the longer you stay growing, the longer the years, the more you grow. So anyway, there were some short people, like 7 foot, just like now, 8 foot, and whatever. It's 6 foot now, 6, 7, 8. We still get some of them, but the rest of the seed that was in Noah was giant, the seed of giants, and that's how they, because Noah was still a giant. But anyway, I brought my book because I really wanted to say, I was trying to think in my mind. It says Enoch knew Lamech, Noah's dad. Enoch had been gone for 69 years since when the Lord took Enoch. He was gone before Noah was born. It was 69 years. Okay, Enoch knew Noah's dad. God took Enoch at the age of 365 years old. 69 years had passed before Noah was born, so that's why he didn't know Noah, but Enoch knew Noah's father. And Seth knew, let's see, Seth was 500 when Methuselah. Seth was, Seth was 700, Adam's son. Seth was 744 years old when Lamech, Noah's dad, was born, which was Methuselah's son. Seth knew Lamech for 168 years before he died. And then it said, well, Seth did not know Noah, because I think I said that, Seth didn't know Noah. But Seth knew everybody up until Noah's dad. But Adam knew everybody up to, was it Lamech? Let me see. Seth was 194. Anyway, it's just so much. A lot of them, Jared, all of them, they knew each other. Okay. Adam was 68 years. Okay, I'm going to go to who. Adam knew Lamech. Adam knew Noah's dad. Adam knew Lamech, Noah's father, for 56 years before he died. So, Adam knew everybody. They all knew each other up until Lamech. But then Lamech, Lamech was what, 65 years old? Did I say 65? But anyway, Lamech lived to be 777. So anyway, my whole point is, it's so much in this book. But everybody knew everybody. Let me see, Seth, except Seth. After Seth. But anyway, that's why that whole generation was still having babies, even up until Noah. So it spread it, and we're talking about 700, 800, 900 years. So look at the population of the people that were on the earth. All of them, after Noah was, after his grandfathers died and his father died, Noah was 500 years old or something like that, 400 something, I can't remember. But anyway, it's in my book. That's when the whole land was giants. And Noah was the only one that was saved. All his relatives went back the other way. Anyway, that's what I wanted to say. My last video is all about Noah, talks about the story and the scriptures, showing the scriptures, what is the truth. But I was just trying to make my point, because the last video I made, and I'm not even trying to remember what it was, states that all of them knew each other, which they did. Except, and Enoch would have known Noah, but Enoch was taken early, like 300 something years old. But Enoch knew Noah's dad. It's confusing, but it's all in the book, and it's not confusing. All right.